Now to continue along with the first session that we had, in which I attempted to introduce algebra through mensuration, we arrive at this point where we are looking at a rectangle with the length and the breadth, and its perimeter is equal to 40 centimeters. Another piece of information that has been given to us is that the length is equal to 3 times the breadth, or 3, if you add the breadth 3 times, then that's equal to the length, or the length can be divided into 3 lengths of the breadth. So using that information, what we have done is, over here we have divided the length into 3 parts. Since the length is equal to breadth plus breadth plus breadth, this length I choose, it's my wish, I choose to put it as breadth plus breadth plus breadth. You could ask that why did you decide to do something like that? That you will see in a moment. Now, if you have, all I asked was, now that I have done this, I have written this statement in this form, does everybody agree to this or not? And why should you agree? Why should you disagree? You should agree about this if you see the logic in it, if you see the mathematics in it. Is there any mathematical disagreement over here? Okay. Did I change something into something else which should not be done so? Is length equal to breadth plus breadth plus breadth? Yes, it is. So then it is valid. Has anything else been changed? No. 2 remains the 2 over here. The 1b extra b over here remains the same. 40 remains the same. So the only change that took place is that the L got broken up into b plus b plus b. If that is okay with you, then that means that mathematically this statement is so far agreeable. There is nothing wrong about it. If it is, then you can proceed. And what will you do next? Can somebody suggest what will be the next step? Yesterday we were talking about associative law.
So now you start solving the thing.
Yeah, so tell me, what do I do next? What can be solved?
2 and 40, like.
2 and 40 are clear numbers. Can I do something with them?
Sir, is Daham, and now can I like tell why you did this?
Go ahead.
Sir, you did this because it is visible. It is told that 3 times the breadth is equal to the length, and the breadth is already the breadth.
Yeah.
So 3 times the breadth equal to 2. How should I tell?
Yeah, I'm writing it as you're telling me. You're right. Go ahead. Proceed. 2 times
B of like.
I'll tell you. Okay. So let's use this as a kind of margin space, although it's on the wrong side, to figure that out. You said you got B plus B plus B plus B, right? We've got B plus B, plus B plus B. Now, how can I write this in a compact way, mathematically?
4. Sorry, 4. Yeah, B upon, no, 4 upon B.
See, take it like this. How many B's are there?
4.
4. So can I just simply write it as 4B? What I mean is 4 times B.
So 4 upon B is also something.
4 upon B is something, but which would be correct? So okay, let's explore this. You're saying that why 4 times B? Why not 4 upon B? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Which one of these two statements are correct? Anybody else wants to give an input?
So the first one. Point B. What's up?
So the first one will be.
Okay. Do you have a feeling that the first one is correct, or you're sure that the first one is correct? The difference being, if you are sure, you should also be able to explain why. Not only that, you should be able to explain why this is correct. You should also be able to explain why this is not correct. But Daham is asking, why can't it be 4 by B? I don't.
Sir, the first one,
Yeah.
like we are using 4B, so we just wrote a 4 there and a B for the alphabet.
Yeah,
For the
but the alphabet is not really an alphabet, it's a variable.
yeah, so 4B will be the correct form.
But that's not proof. You are just saying that's what I believe. Shall I?
Oh.
Shall I? Maybe what we can do is maybe use an example.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, sometimes using an example is helpful. So let's use an example. Let's say that take B as being equal to 1, the simplest case. Okay, so you'll say 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to, according to this statements, 4 multiplied by 1. Does that sound right?
yes, sir.
Okay. Change it to something else. Make it, let's say,
Like alphabet, something like.
make it 2. Okay, say make it 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, and I'm saying that is 4 times, or rather 4 times 2, and what's
Yes,
that?
8.
8. Does that sound right? 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 8.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so it seems to work in this case. Okay, let's look at it in this case. If I say this is, let's stick with 2 because we moved on to 2, it's easier to compare then. So let's say that, oops, yeah, let's say that is 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, and why can't it be 4 by 2? Because
So
that,
then we are just dividing the thing.
yeah, because you get
It's
4 by 2
actually
is
a
equal to
addition
2.
sum, but we are dividing it.
That is the simplest explanation. What is addition? Addition is repeated, addition can be done as a multiplication also. So if you have 4 numbers that you're adding together, then you
Yeah,
can
but division can't
4
be
times
like,
that number. But division would end up dividing it. So therefore,
yeah,
this is not mathematically
acceptable.
valid.
Yeah.
Sir,
Yes.
Are you clear now, Daham?
you got my statement wrong.
It doesn't matter.
No, 4 upon B, I meant that like if it's B cubed, so 4 upon B as in if it's 4 up like B 3 upon B like B cubed. So there is
That's not possible, so.
No, we are not multiplying B's with each other, right? We are adding
Yeah.
B. So
We
anyway,
are not doing the cube
maybe,
thing.
yeah, maybe I got your statement wrong. That's not really the problem, but just to say that in mathematics, it's very specific, right? Forget about that part of it. Okay, forget about this part of it. Maybe I got what statement you made as wrong. But basically, the idea is that you got to understand that if you use the same B 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, whatever, when you add them up, you are going to get 6 times that number, whatever that number is. So that is the trick in algebra, and that is the part in algebra that's a little hard to get. But then once you have got it and you have understood why it is so, then it's smooth sailing. Okay, so in that sense, now these 4 B's that are there, how can I write that?
4B.
Yeah, I can write it as, I'll change the color back to green. Okay, so I can write it as 4B. Now, the only small thing over here is when I write 4 and B one after the other, it means that it's a product. Okay, I'm multiplying the two numbers. Okay, so don't think of, that's not 46, by the way. Maybe I should write it better. 4B. Okay, and then that I say is equal to 40. Now, is there any problem with this step? Does everybody get what this step involves? Yes, no, maybe?
What, sir? Can you repeat?
No, do you agree with this step, the step from here to here?
Yes, sir.
yeah, sir.
Okay,
That's correct.
that's correct. All right. Now I can go about it in a couple of different ways.
So now we can multiply 2 and 4.
Yeah, we can multiply 2 and 4, because what this statement actually means is it means 2 times 4 times b equals 40.
40.
Okay,
Yeah.
and here
So
comes
we
a,
can multiply 2 into 4,
yeah, okay,
8.
okay,
That 8 into b would be 8b. 8b is equals to 40.
8 times b is equal to 40. Okay, now
Yeah.
comes a very interesting step in algebra, okay, which is I want to know what is b equal to. I don't want to know what is 8 times b equal to. Okay, most of you will guess
So,
the answer.
so now
Mm.
you divide like the step should be 40 upon 8 and then you get the b.
Yeah, so the thing is, what I have to do is something on the this side of the equation is the same as on the other side of the equation. That's what the whole thing means, right? This side of the
Yeah.
equation is the same as this side of the equation. So now what I want to do is I want to make
Divide. Yeah.
b as the subject of the equation. That's what they say. So I want only b is equal to what. I don't want to know what 8 times b is equal to. So I can divide this side by 8. Why? Because 8 divided by 8 will be equal to 1. But then if I do it on one side of the equation, I should do exactly the same thing on the other side of the equation.
Other side. Yeah, so 5. 8.
Okay, so that means I have done the same thing to both sides of the equation. Therefore, it works exactly the same. Now,
Yes,
that
sir.
might be a little bit of a difficult step for people to understand. But if you do it a few times and you ask me a question a few times, how that works, then you will understand it.
So now b should be 5, right?
Exactly. 8 divided by 8 is equal to 1. So you will have 1 multiplied by b is equal to 8 times 5 is 40.
Yeah.
So b is equal to 5. So 1 times b means b, right? B is equal to
Yes.
5.
5. So
Now,
this is the breadth.
now what is the length equal to?
Sir, can I tell?
Yeah,
It's not there. So first we took 3 b's, right, for
yeah,
L.
yeah.
So like now we know that 1 b is 5, so we should do 5 into 3. Yeah,
So we get
15.
50. So the
Yes.
breadth is 5 centimeters
And
and
this
the
is
length is
15.
15
15.
centimeters.
Yeah.
So that is the solution to this problem. Uh, if there is any questions, you can ask now.